Thank you for having us here. We are very excited to share about our program. So as Lexi said, we are in Lowell, Massachusetts. Community Teamwork, just as an overview, is a very large community action agency. We've been around for about 50, 60 years. We have hundreds of programs that are working to reduce the barriers that families and community members are facing, whether it's with housing and fuel assistance to education programs, and my center, which covers all of financial literacy, secure jobs program, first-time home buyer programs, home modification loans, and rep pay programs. So that is under our financial education center umbrella. So today I'll talk to you about our secure jobs program. Next slide's good. So the secure jobs program was established in 2013. So it's been around for quite a while. Originally was piloted by the Fireman Foundation along with another trust fund, and recently DCHD has also checked in on the program, and we do a lot of reporting for them. The initiative was originally to provide job readiness skills training. As you know, there's a lot of barriers that our clients and families and community members face when it comes to employment. So we wanted to be able to connect them with resources that will help prevent and reduce the barriers that are holding them back. Next. So we have quite a few ways that we help. So under the Secure Jobs program, as Lexi said, we do have 3 requirements that you have to fit into, and it is to be receiving RAFT funding, so rental assistance. You have to be receiving home-based funding to help with your living situation, or you have to be in a DHCD funded shelter. If you fall within any of those categories, you definitely qualify for the program, and we provide a plethora of ways that we assist you. So anywhere from resume and cover letters, job searching. We do peer support and case management. We also hold what's called retention webinars, where we help people who already have a job to maintain their job and kind of talk about the challenges that they face in their jobs and balancing their home and family life and the ever-changing workforce situation, as well as, you know, projected career paths. Is this something you want to stay in? Is there something we should look into if you want to take another step in another direction, or do you want to advance where you are? But I would say a majority of what we do is financial support and job searching. So funding has changed since 2013. Our largest funder right now is BTA, Department of Transitional Assistance. We have been extremely lucky this year and the past year that there have been extra funding during the pandemic. We have been able to provide over $500,000 worth of financial support each year to the people in our program, and that can range anywhere from paying their credit card bills so that it'll improve their credit, paying parking tickets, or getting their licenses renewed, or paying their car insurance or their car payments, parking tickets. It could be purchasing a car for somebody, buying them clothes for interviews and for the jobs that they get, providing them with food gift cards so that they can feed their families once their SNAP benefits run out for the month. As we know, the price of groceries has increased substantially over the past year, so those food gift cards have really come in handy. So, I mean, we provide the financial support in order to reduce the barrier that's going to stop them from being able to get to and from work. The only thing we don't really provide is childcare services, which we'll talk about a little bit later, but that seems to be one of the biggest challenges. So we do have a childcare and family services area at CTI. However, there's also a hiring freeze there where people just aren't really ready to be around the classroom or to be having in-home daycare. So, there's the balancing act there. That seems to be the biggest barrier right now, but we have been extremely lucky, and we continue to be extremely lucky to be able to provide financial support, which would include paying for job training. So, enrolling in $6,000 HVAC classes, getting license renewals, getting administrative assistant degrees. So that's been our main focus over the past 2 years, is providing that financial support. Next slide. So as I said, we do have some requirements, and then our funding is basically all from the DTA. But some of the data from this past year, as I said, the biggest barriers are childcare and transportation. So that if we are able to find a car that's reasonable, and the client says, oh yes, I can pay the insurance every month, or I'm able to maintain the car, then if we have the funds available, we'll invest in it. We have provided lifts to clients to be able to get to and from interviews, because not everyone has been interviewing virtually. Some of the top areas that we have seen people getting involved in has been healthcare and customer service. And pretty amazingly enough, I know in Massachusetts, the hourly wage just went up in January, but the range has been pretty consistent over the past 2 years, between $14, $15, $22 an hour. And people in our program, we like to keep them for 2 to 3 years, just so that we can keep track. Once they have a job, we want to make sure that they have a resource to come to, and like I said, be able to do these retention workshops to help them with any challenges that arise. So people on average will stay about 1.5 to 2 years. The majority of our clients are women, and the majority demographic is Hispanic and Latina. Next slide. So just a little synopsis of what we've been able to do. So from January 2020 to December 2021, we were able to employ 49 people, and we enrolled 23 in job training. 10 people received a pay increase, and we have 2 case managers right now, which we call financial career coaches, and they manage about 75 to 80 clients total between the 2 of them. So the reason we call them financial career coaches is that we also have them work on budgets with them, because once they start getting a paycheck, we want them to be able to make the responsible choice and say, this is where your paycheck's breaking down. And we don't want them to get in the hole. We're trying to move them into financial self-sufficiency. So that's kind of why we incorporate not just the career training and career support, but we also want to incorporate some of the financial support as well.